Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for stopping by. Today I want to share an amazing Endgame Strand Warlock build with you guys. With this build, you're going to be suspending every enemy around you, and you're going to be very tanky too as well. Alright, so getting into your rift, you're going to want the healing rift. This is going to heal you whenever you're standing inside of it. For your grenade, you're going to need the shackle grenade. This grenade will suspend targets that you hit with it, and send out additional suspending sub projectiles. For your two aspects, the first thing you're going to need is Weaver's Call. This will create 3 threadlings whenever you cast your rift. Now, threadlings are these little miniature creatures that will seek out and damage targets that you shoot. And for your second aspect, you're going to need the Mindspun Invocation. Now, you're mainly going to need this for the first part here, which states, hold to consume your shackle grenade and activate Weaver's Trance. Final blows while Weaver's Trance is active will create a suspending detonation. So basically, when you hold your shackle grenade, it's going to give you Weaver's Trance. And while Weaver's Trance is active, any kills, it doesn't matter from what source, it can be from your weapons or your abilities, it will create a detonation that will suspend nearby targets. Now, suspend is going to lift enemies up in the air and leave them helpless. Now, for your 4 fragments, the first thing you're going to need is Thread of Mind. Thread of Mind is going to grant you class ability energy whenever you kill suspended targets. Your second frag you're going to need is Thread of Continuity. This will significantly increase the duration of suspend effects, so that way you'll have a longer time to kill the enemies. For your third fragment, you're going to need the Thread of Generation. This will give you grenade ability energy whenever you deal damage. And lastly, you're going to need the Thread of Warding fragment. This fragment will give you Woven Mail whenever you pick up Orbs of Power. Now, Woven Mail is a damage reduction buff, so basically whenever you pick up Orbs of Power, it's going to significantly reduce any non-precision damage dealt to you. Alright, so now let's get into the weapons. For your kinetic weapon, you're going to need the exotic Osteo Striga Submachine Gun. This exotic SMG will poison targets whenever you kill a target. So essentially, whenever you kill an enemy, it will create this burst that will poison nearby surrounding enemies. And with the catalyst will make it so that whenever you kill poison enemies, it will overflow the magazine and return ammo to the magazine. Now, what's great about Osteo Striga is that whenever you kill a target and proc Weaver's Trance after holding your grenade, not only are you going to poison targets with your Osteo Striga, but it's also going to suspend targets at the same exact time. Alright, get into your energy weapon. For your energy weapon, you're going to need the Salvager Salvo. The Salvager Salvo is a great weapon for this build, primarily because it has Demolitionist. Demolitionist will grant you grenade ability energy whenever you get kills with it. And it also has Chain Reaction and Verbal Weapon. Now, as far as your heavy weapon goes, ideally you're going to want the Circular Logic Strand Machine Gun, because there are some artifact mods that I'm getting ready to show you guys that really enhance the power of this build. And these mods are Untangler. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon suspends targets damaged by the explosion. Allied Unraveling. Rapid final blows with a strand weapon will grant your weapon unraveling rounds with a longer duration when you're near allies. And the last artifact mod is Threaded Blast. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon will create a larger and more damaging explosion. This is essentially a mini nuke, and it is very, very strong. With those 3 artifact mods that I've shown you, your Circular Logic machine gun will receive unraveling rounds whenever you get a kill with it, as well as suspend nearby targets whenever you destroy a tangle with it. Now let's take a look at the armor. So the main mod you're going to need is Kinetic Siphon. This will create Orbs of Power whenever you get kills with your Osteo Striga and Strand Siphon. So this way, both your Osteo Striga and your Circular Logic will create Orbs of Power. And the last mod you're going to need is Heavy Ammo Finder. This will just simply increase your drop chances of heavy ammo for your machine gun upon killing an enemy. For your arms, you're going to need the Exotic Gauntlets, the Necrotic Grip, This exotic will give you the ability to poison enemies whenever you melee a target, and whenever you kill a poison target, it will spread that poison to surrounding enemies. For the first mod, you're going to want Kinetic Loader. This will increase the reload speed of your Osteo Striga. The second mod you're going to need is Impact Induction. This will reduce your grenade cooldown whenever you melee an enemy. And lastly, you're going to need Focusing Strike. This will give you class ability energy whenever you melee an enemy. Now, what's amazing about this exotic is that when paired with the Osteo Striga, whenever you get a kill with your Osteo Striga and it poisons targets, if you kill those poisoned targets, it will actually keep spreading the infection indefinitely. Alright, for your chest, the first mod you're going to need is Emergency Reinforcement. This mod will give you significant damage reduction whenever you're red bar, whenever you have stacks of armor charge. Now, the more stacks of armor charge you have, that is the longer that this damage reduction will last. Second mod you're going to need is Charged Up. This will increase the maximum number of stacks of armor charge you can carry, and you're going to need 2 of these, so this way we can get the maximum benefit from Emergency Reinforcement. Okay, for your boots, the mod you're going to want is Kinetic Weapon Surge. This mod is going to increase your Osteo Striga's damage whenever you have any armor charges. And for the second mod, you're going to need Stacks on Stacks. This will double the amount of armor charges that you receive whenever you pick up Orbs of Power. Okay, so get into your bond. First mod you're going to need is Bomber. Bomber is going to reduce your grenade cooldown whenever you use your Rift, and you're going to need 2 of these. And for the last mod, you're going to need Time Dilation. This will increase the duration of your armor charges when they're decaying. And that's it for the build, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys found this build informative. And if you did, please drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. Now I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of this amazing build.